Tick-tock, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This chubby lady go rolling home down the tick-tockety streets. Okay, namaste. I'm Katrina Brady, 77. Okay, this is my reaction video. Okay, I've been preparing for hours. I've been doing my stuff. Okay, because I actually take notes and whatnot. So, yeah, I did watch season 2 last Monday. Well, my husband was still in the hospital last Monday, and said this Monday he was out. So thank God for that. But I did watch it in the hospital because the hospital ended up having Lifetime. So I was like, okay, hey, got to pay those hospital bills, so might as well watch it. Anyhow, I just have a few things. I'm not here. This is just my opinion, my reaction. I'm not here to bully or harass anybody. This is allegedly, this is my opinion, okay? So, first of all, I feel like it's very boring. Okay, that's my opinion. All right. Am I going to still watch it? Yeah, I'm watching it because I've been researching this case for the past, since last June, last May. Yeah, I would say no, even sooner than that. December 28th, 2023. Okay. But I've heard about the case before. I'm talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. Okay. So, what I think on Life After Lockup, you're getting to see the personality of Ken. A lot of people were like, oh, Ken is so mean. And I was one of those people. He's treating Gypsy, who I don't have really any empathy for, because I feel like you make your bed, you sleep in it. Okay, you break up with your husband and you cheat on him and you end up back with your ex-boyfriend who did not want you anymore, and you sneak behind your husband's back, and I feel like that's a snake move. So anyhow, do people do it? Yes, people do it. But anyhow, so I just feel like you made your bed, you sleep in it. It's an old-fashioned saying. If you don't know what it is, do some Googling. Okay. But I just feel like there's a level behind. He was always snotty. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like Ken is always very snarky. That's his personality, snotty. And I am not making any amends for him because I find him very curt and kind of mean to her. But look at it from his point of view. His point of view is that Gypsy is not maybe eating enough, drinking enough, allegedly. Maybe this is, she's carrying his child, so he's trying to make her expand her palate because he likes to cook, okay? So maybe he wants her to drink more water and fruits and vegetables and healthy things, and try different things. But I am on her side with seafood because I hate seafood. I hate the smell of it, and especially when you are pregnant. Now, here's my story. When I was 23, I was pregnant with my daughter in my first marriage, right? I only have 2 marriages, so calm down. Okay, so my first marriage, I was 23. I never went to the circus before, so my ex-husband said, I'll take you to the circus. So it was just the beginning. It was like 3 months pregnant, and I was very nauseous and very, I would get the dry heaves and just really feel sick. So for a small amount of time, I didn't feel sick. I would have to eat during that time period, and I was hungry. And I was very thin, at that time, because I was 23. So anyhow, I said, whatever you do, he said, we'll go to eat lunch in the city before the circus. And I was like, when you're pregnant, you have to eat. Like, there's a schedule. The baby needs to eat. You need to eat. So, we traveled by ferry boat because we lived in Staten Island, New York, and we traveled by ferry boat. Then we took a train or maybe 2 trains. I don't even know. Maybe we even took a bus too, and then we walked. And I was really starving. So we go into this place, and I said, whatever you do, I always like Italian food, everything Italian, but he wants to try new things, my ex-husband. I said, whatever it is, I don't want it to be like anything like exotic, like Indian or even Chinese food, because I feel nauseous. It has to be kind of plain. And he was like, don't worry, don't worry. So we go into this one place, and at first the door is locked, and finally he gets the door open, and it's Indian food, which I have never had before. Plus the smell of turmeric, I hate. I hate that smell, even if I'm not pregnant, okay? I am a picky eater. I do admit that, but I do like fruits and vegetables. I love lots of vegetables. I like salads, and pasta and things like that. A hamburger, I'll eat a hamburger. I'll eat chicken. I'll eat eggplant parmesan. Anyhow, he takes me to this place that the smell of the place is turmeric. Then I'm looking for something to order. I don't see anything that looks appetizing. I thought I was going to barf. And he was like, you have to try new things. You have to try new things. Same thing as Ken, okay? So in that respect, I did have sympathy. I am an empath and a light worker. So, I don't wish anybody distress, especially if they're carrying a baby. He should have ordered something else for her. He should have let her order something else. Tried the thing and then spit it in a napkin. Nobody should tell somebody whether to swallow something or not. That was not nice. But you know what? She wants to stick up for him. I noticed that too. She wants to stick up for him and say, we've moved on. You made your bed, you sleep in it. I will not feel bad for you anymore. But the thing is, it's pretty much, it was boring. I found it was boring. To me, it was boring. But I will watch it because I'm researching. And I get a lot of information psychically from videos, from hearing somebody's voice, from seeing them visually. That's how I do my readings. Okay, so the hairbrush thing. I felt like that was fake. Okay. The hairbrush, he just, he dismisses her. And she basically doesn't really come at him, or at least we don't see her like stick up for herself or come at him. But it's like the reverse relationship that she had with Ryan. Ryan was appeasing her. Ryan was acquiescing to her. Now she's in this relationship with Ken, and she acquiesces to Ken's every whim. But maybe she won in the end because, if she wanted a rolling chair, she should get a rolling chair. What happened to all the stuff that people gave her for free? I would like to know what happened to, she had almost a $2,000 crib, all that jazz. Whatever happened to that? She never showed it. All we ever saw was clothing. What happened to all the things that people donated to her for free? Meanwhile, millions of people out there don't have any crib, okay? Unless they borrow it from somebody up the street, like we had to do, because there were 6 people in my family. Anyhow, so the hairbrush, I might have to do a part 2 because I didn't finish my notes. The hairbrush, I talked about, it might have been her hair in there, and she just wanted to get him. She just wanted to, bug him because she's very jealous. Okay, him not coming to her house, I thought that was really strange. Where, it's an hour, but why wouldn't you come to her house when there's a hurricane and be with her? Because you don't really love her that much. or like her that much. Allegedly, in my opinion.